It's 2060!
You're listening to the Clubhouse.
That's CHMR.
Hey, shoots and scores! Oh, get in the fast lane, Grandma. The bingo game is ready to roll. Take me to the dance. Kick up your heels. It happened. It happened.
Welcome.
Did it happen?
Did what
Did it
happen?
really happen?
I'll tell you what happened.
The guy said it happened.
We have a special guest in the studio.
Oh, we do.
It's not Johnny.
No.
Who is it?
Listeners, you get 3 guesses.
It's Halloween in the studio.
We have Mitchell Knopfel here.
We have Mitch here in studio. Special guest Mitch.
Yeah, big up, bruh.
Yeah.
Yes, fine.
We're going to talk juniors. We're going to talk
Oh, there's lots of hockey.
World Juniors.
World Juniors, yeah.
World Juniors.
Not just juniors, that gets weird.
Yeah.
We'll talk World Juniors, combat sports, basketball, a little bit of football.
Not too much football.
No, but we probably should have.
Oh, baseball news, though.
Baseball news.
Ole.
What happened?
AA.
Alex Anthopoulos is no longer
Defects.
in the country.
Yeah. He went to the Dodgers.
Along with David Price, he has betrayed the nation.
Everybody has.
No, he's
What do you think about that, though?
on.
What are your thoughts?
To be honest,
You're probably along the same lines as me, because I saw when you originally broke the news to me, and I just kidding. I actually don't really care.
yeah,
Comment. That's pretty much how I felt about it too.
I don't care. He's built a little following in the same span that they've got their new set of fans, and like people know him for those trades, the big trades, and the big Blue Jays buzz,
What they don't know is all the bad trades that he made.
and also that he's been there for 5 years.
Yeah.
I think 5
Yeah,
years.
it's been there.
4 crappy
Yeah,
years.
a lot longer than people think.
Yeah.
It's just a 1 year.
Yeah, and like it's his last year. It's like it's funny because players play their contract year. They go out and perform like their last year for their contract so
Oh,
they
yeah.
can get paid more, right? It almost looks like that's what he did as a GM.
Oh,
You know?
definitely. You can, if that was the beginning of his contract,
Mhm.
he would not. I don't think he would have pulled the triggers on those trades.
Right.
He would have been a lot more hesitant to let players like that go.
Mhm.
And he took more of a chance in his last year, saying, "You know what? To hell with it. Like, just do
Exactly.
it. Let's give it a shot."
Did he leave for money? Is that pretty much what it came down to?
They offered him.
His contract was done, and they gave him another offer, but he wasn't happy with where Shapiro was going to put him. From what that was all over the news during the summer. They talked about how Shapiro didn't give him the job he wanted. It's like Shapiro was taking the whole thing over, bringing
Yeah.
I think he was a part of the Cleveland organization before he came,
Yeah,
the Blue
okay.
Jays, and he was bringing his Cleveland boys in. So he was offering him a contract, but it was kind of like a hollow one, like not offering him what he needed,
Yeah.
or his role. That
He never accepted. I don't think he accepted a GM role or anything. It wasn't the same role. It wasn't even. It was just a front office role.
it's front office, yeah,
Yeah.
with the Dodgers, the Los Angeles Dodgers.
They're a good team, though.
Yeah. They deserve. He's with another Canadian over there. I can't remember the chap's name, but
The chap.
I think the GM over
Jolly
there.
old chap.
I think the GM over there is a French Canadian.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Oh really?
Here's a bit of useless news for you. Ronda Rousey's going to host Saturday Night Live.
Oh yeah. Good
So-
for her.
She just invades where she doesn't belong. Where is she to? The Ring magazine. What is that? A boxing
A boxing
magazine.
magazine. Wait a minute, she doesn't box.
Next Saturday Night Live.
Oh, the irony that she lost to a boxer.
Yeah, she did.
They should have had her on the cover with her mouth all busted up from the knockout. It would have made more sense.
Yeah. It's funny, like, some people refer to her in articles, like, for example, if we're talking about the Saturday Night Live one, I saw one that says MMA superstar to host Saturday Night Live. And it's like they're ignoring the fact that she just got dethroned, knocked out in like
Yeah.
the biggest upset of the year.
Well, she's still superstar, I guess, in her own right.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
That's all everyone thinks now when they look at her, though. Unfortunately.
Did you guys see the clip of her at LAX with the hood up?
Yeah, she wouldn't show her face at all.
She wouldn't talk.
Yeah.
She wouldn't show her
It's
face.
funny how much that flipped too. Like you were saying, Mitch. Like, it's true. Like she had this big, like, dominant reputation, and then that happens. That's all everyone thinks about.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So her previous reputation is just gone out the window. Unless you're a real, like.
Are you talking about her reputation as like a
how
trash
dominant?
talker?
No, or how dominant she was as an
Right.
athlete, as a dominant champion.
I'm pretty sure, like, what was it? All, like, most of her fights in the last few years didn't even
Make it
weren't-
out of 30
They
seconds.
weren't even like an equivalent to a full round. I'm pretty
No.
sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, I remember Misha Tate took her to the second, I think.
Yeah.
I think that was the most competitive fight she had in that span of like dominance.
But when she fought Korea, like, it was just 13 seconds reverberation.
God.
That was a strong snap.
Thunder.
Do that again?
Oh, the power.
I think we're gonna take a quick break to listen to some tunes.
That's
We will be back in a lightning bolt. How's it going, everyone?
Rock and roll.
We are back. Me, Alex, Josh.
you say me.
I felt like I
said
should
your name.
No, I felt like I should say my name. That wasn't a comma. That was in.
Me,
that was in
Alex,
brackets. That was in
Josh.
brackets.
Two Alexes here.
So there's 6 of us in studio.
Yes.
Me and Alex. We got Mitch here. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
You know what we usually do after the first break?
Oh yes.
You know?
What's our it's things are gonna get. I think they're gonna get a little controversial.
This week in
Controversy.
You like that, Mitch?
I like that.
You like that, Mitch?
You like that?
Do you like that? You like that?
I can't even find it. I'm blowing it.
It's
on-
okay.
oh,
like that?
There
There
we
you go. There it is.
This week in controversy,
Yeah.
I think he's visited this segment before. Wouldn't surprise me if he did. Floyd Mayweather. Do you know what he stated? On UFC Bantamweight champion, he stated that Conor McGregor gets away with the trash talk due to the color of his skin.
Floyd said that.
Floyd said that.
Well, get out of here, Floyd. You trash talk all the time.
Yeah, I know, and like it's almost like he's saying that he doesn't get away with it. Like he has HBO 24/7. You know, 24/7, like the training camp
Yeah.
series. It was basically made a thing because he was allowed to do all that,
Yeah.
right?
He got his, like, sure, he's known.
Yeah.
That's what half his personality
Yeah.
is.
Exactly, that's his character. It's not like he got fined for doing
People don't give Floyd a hard time for saying he's better than other people because
No.
he is. Right? People give Floyd a hard time because he throws money around, he flaunts it.
it. Right.
He it's not the trash talk. So I don't understand why he says something like that. He's just hyping because he's a hype machine.
He is the heel. He's the heel character.
Yeah, definitely.
And a lot of people compare him, like, he's not the first one to play a heel in a professional sport and get money from it.
No, not at all.
I mean, if you want to go to extremes, like, look at Ric Flair.
Yeah. Well, they both remind me of WWE superstars.
Exactly.
Like
Ric Flair.
Floyd's the heel, that's the pure heel that everyone doesn't like.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But McGregor's the heel that a lot of people do like.
That's a good point.
You know, because it goes one way or the other. Like there's always the guy that he's playing his role well and no one likes him, or they're playing the bad guy role but everyone digs it kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess they're wearing it both differently, and I guess Floyd might be jealous of it in a way.
Yeah, I can see that, especially where he just retired.
If he is, I love it. I love it.
He loves that you're mad.
I love that he's mad about it.
He's
retired, just pissed, like just angry. Like,
just sitting in his piles of money with
how
a
come
big
you
old
guys?
frown.
Yeah, he's just bathing in cash.
No, he uses the cash to wipe his tears.
Yeah, dabs malaria. Why is he complaining?
It's funny, you always see him like making these Instagram posts of him at like all these NBA games and like, just showing his jewelry on his watch, and like
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if like he's actually feeling emotional one of these nights and he just posts a picture of him with a bill,
just
crying.
wiping his tears away.
But I feel it's kind of funny. I just really hate when people pull the race card where it shouldn't be pulled.
Like that.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Because it has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, no, I don't know where Floyd's saying he doesn't get away with it,
Mhm.
because I don't know if there's been a day in his life where someone said, everyone's like, "Oh, I'm appalled by what you said, Floyd."
Yeah, you need to take a break on all your comments.
Yeah.
24/7.
Be honest with you, he doesn't even go as far as Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Conor McGregor's a pretty intense dude in what he says. Like, he was saying some pretty borderline stuff during the Aldo presser stuff and tour, man. He was saying a lot of like, stuff about Brazilians and everything
Yeah, I think
like that,
it
too.
was racial with like a lot of stuff about like Spanish people and
Is Aldo Brazilian?
yeah.
Yeah. So.
Or not Spanish. That would be
Portuguese.
Portuguese.
Brazil speaks Portuguese.
we're not very worldly here at the club.
Hey, I knew it.
Spanish is pretty much Portuguese anyway. Yeah, I'm probably going to offend someone saying that, so I'll take that back. Anyways, away from controversy, we're going to talk a little basketball. The Golden State Warriors are still killing it, but I want to read you a quote.
Yes,
go ahead.
Curry? No, it's no. What's your quote?
What were you going to say?
No, what? I don't. It wasn't to do with that. I was going to talk Steph Curry.
Okay, Greg Popovich.
Yeah. Okay. There.
We mentioned him a couple times.
I like this quote though.
He won Coach of the Month, and his quote from the reception of the award.
In quotes.
In quotes. I think you should at least get a car. If you don't get a car, I don't give a damn.
That sounds right. That's a Popovich quote.
Classic Pop.
It is.
I love, and on Christmas Day, we said last week, one of the reporters came up to him and asked him one question, like something about the defense, like a routine question. And he said, now, here's your Christmas gift. We're not going to ask you a second question. He's like, thank you very much. Just rushes back to the bench.
Here's your Christmas gift.
I love him.
What a character.
That Steph Curry one that you're talking about.
Yeah, Golden State Warriors. They're hurting now.
A little bit.
They're hurting a little bit.
As much as the Golden State Warriors can hurt.
But I mean, well, they're still the dominant team.
I just wanted to point out that I threw quotes up in the air.
No one
and
can.
we're on radio.
Alex, no one can hear your fingers.
I heard him.
You heard me?
I heard the ears.
I heard him.
I heard the air flow through your fingers. Your quotations.
That's
interesting.
air quotes.
Air quotes.
That's radio.
So that's it. That's all. Those are all the things that we wanted to talk about. Air quotes.
Steph Curry said he's been experimenting with different shin pads in order to treat his injury, and he has
4 weeks.
Yeah,
For
4
swelling.
weeks with swelling in the knee. Is it or
It's his
calf?
shin. It was his shin. So what is? Is it contusion? Is this a cut?
It's
What happened exactly?
A bruise.
It's a bruise.
Yeah, so he can't shoot.
I was watching highlights here today, and he came up from I guess I don't know if it was a layup
Oh,
or
yeah.
it was a net, but he came down on it, and he came up limping from it.
Yeah, that was what game was that against? That was last night, wasn't it?
Yeah, Lakers.
Yeah.
Now the smart thing for them to do is to rest him.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up.
Rest him.
Like, what do you think would be the appropriate path to take? Because he wants to get out there and play.
Well, I could draw you a complete parallel right now. It's
Sure.
the same thing that Montreal Canadiens are doing with Carey Price.
Right.
Right? You have a player like that, and you can see how much that team's struggling now.
Right.
Without their MVP.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole point is to get into the playoffs.
Right.
And then, or have him come back for the end of the season when he's healthy 100%, because he's no good to you if he's hurt in the playoffs.
Exactly.
We've seen that team crumble in the playoffs with Carey Price hurt.
And was it the Panthers or someone who were talking about resting Cam Newton
Yeah,
or
the
something
last
like that?
game.
Yeah.
Which would have been a
Did
smart
they do
thing
that?
too. No, they played him. They lost though.
Yeah, they lost.
No, that they won.
No, they lost last.
They won their last one, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the 16
the one
16 and
prior.
0, the 16 and 0 game they lost.
Yeah, the
They
one
went
prior.
15 and 1. Yeah.
Yeah, but Cam Newton played that one.
Yeah, he
Did
played.
he?
He played.
Yeah.
He played the 16 and 0.
I didn't know which one they were thinking about resting him. Because, well, they're top seed anyways, and that's...
He's a beast anyways. I don't think there's anything slowing him down right now.
Killer Cam gets so much love on this show.
He's quite the character. I like him.
We got his dance moves covered and all that kind of stuff.
yeah.
The dab. Once we get a video portion of this podcast, we'll all be doing the dab right at the beginning of the show.
We just do it.
Just to implement how white we really are.
Bad.
I'll read you some of Curry's stats here for the last month. So it shows you how much of an impact he makes. .458 field goal percentage, .88 free throw percentage, 3 3-point made or 3 3-pointers made a game. 3-point percentage is where's that stat? .37.
0.37. Yeah.
So almost 40% off the perimeter. That's unreal. And the 2015 season was 29 points per game.
I think even just recently, I was just watching like Steph Curry highlights.
Yeah.
Just highlights. The guy is so fun to watch play basketball. It's insane.
It is.
Like just to see him just mess people up, like just dribbling around them.
Oh yeah, ankle breakers, stuff like that.
Oh my gosh.
That team, like we were talking last week about how like the couple things around the sports world. Even if you don't watch that particular sport, you should tune in to watch some particular guy, some particular
premier
team.
athletes. Yeah.
And Golden State is definitely one to watch right now. It's obviously like look at their record. It's the best 35-game start in history and the best start in history.
We said the same thing about the Panthers too. They're like one of those teams. It's like you got to tune in and watch them now because they're so dominant. Now they're coming. They're kind of. I feel like they're going into the playoffs on a bit of a decline a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, now is where you get your real challenge. I mean, now is the playoffs are the real deal. That's all that matters.
And the thing is, with football too, it's one and done. It's so scary. You got to be 100% prepared.
Yeah.
Because one game, if you lose it, like you can't have a bad game. Can't have a bad game.
He will. Where do you think the Panthers are going to make in the playoffs?
I think
I always make you make these bold predictions. I don't know why. But.
Yeah. I don't know who do they have. I think they're going to make it to the Super Bowl. I think they're going to make it to the Super Bowl. I think it's, you know what, I honestly, the music on the background is killing me.
So much pressure.
Yeah, I got to think about it now.
Pressure.
For me, it's down to 3 teams. I don't like saying this because I'm not a fan, but I think the Seahawks are gonna they're gonna push in the playoffs.
A lot of people
they
are thinking.
always do it, and they're gonna make it to the Super Bowl again. I think it's gonna be down to the Panthers and the Seahawks, and because they're in the same. They're both the NFC, right?
I think.
Yeah,
I don't know. To be honest with you.
Yeah, because they're with the Packers.
Okay.
So and whoever out of those teams, whoever pick a random one is gonna play Patriots.
Right.
Because it's the Patriots. It's the Patriot game.
Yeah,
that's the team in the NFL.
And it's the conversation in the NFL for the last.
It's always been the Patriots.
Yeah.
They're utterly dominant every year.
They're. I think like any combination of those teams should be an all right Super Bowl though.
I'm really hoping for a Cinderella story is what I want.
Yeah, with
I
the
want
Panthers.
like the Bengals.
Oh,
I want like the Bengals to come out. Yes.
You want people to be roaming the streets in Cincinnati?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why.
You gotta watch out for the Cardinals.
Cardinals too. Yeah. Actually, I forgot about them.
Is that your pick? That's your Super Bowl winner, Mitch.
Yeah, I'll go with Cardinals. Why not?
If the Cardinals are in the Super Bowl, I'm going for them.
Yeah.
I should go for the Broncos, but
so you're.
I lost all hope in the Broncos a while ago.
They've been having an interesting year with the coaching and everything and
Manning and everything. Yeah.
Interesting year, yeah, for sure.
DeMar Carroll.
Start though, for sure.
Yeah.
DeMar Carroll. He is out indefinitely after. Now, excuse me if I pronounce this wrong, all you medical people out there. Arthroscopic surgery on his right knee.
Yeah, he's done.
Wow.
DeMar Carroll is dead.
So how does that fare with the Raptors now?
It's just fine.
Yeah, he's done.
That's
Josh just wrote him off just like that. That's how the doctor broke it to him too. Yeah, you're done.
Do you remember who played hockey and I broke my leg?
Yeah.
And I got the X-ray, and she literally just felt the back of my leg with the tendons and ligaments. She's like, "Yeah, this is all good. Everything's in place. Good. Yeah, you broke your leg."
I think we had to ask.
She gave us a shred of hope.
I think. Well, she was just like feeling it out, and then like okay, and then she didn't say anything. She was like, I'm pretty sure we'd asked like, so I was like, it's broke. It's like, oh yeah, it's broke.
I'm like, oh great, I didn't know that.
Fantastic. But DeMar Carroll, he's not dead.
No.
But
I don't know. How does that affect the Raptors now? Because that's bad.
He's been on and off the whole season. He's missed a good few games this season. He's missed 9 in December. I'm not sure their exact record in December as a whole, but they're still on the upper echelon of that conference. And their team is growing in chemistry for sure. The Raptors are awesome to watch right now, and Corey Joseph is completely Biombo, yeah, outshining Anthony Bennett as a Canadian. He is the Canadian presence on that team. He's an awesome bench point guard.
Anthony Bennett ain't doing himself any favors though, unfortunately.
I think
it sucks for a former first pick too.
It really does, because
you got a lot of pressure, man.
That just adds, and depending on your mental mindset, that can really destroy your character. You know, like if you have that in the back of your mind, like during your whole performance, that's gonna eat away, and saying like,
Oh, definitely.
every missed field goal, like a missed dunk will kill you. You'll be like, I'm the first overall. I shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
As opposed to time to work on this in the gym. You know?
See, that's the mentality he probably should be having right now.
Yeah.
It's just to take a step back and work on his own talent, his own skills.
And that's another
Practice.
thing too. Like, you know, when he went down to the D League for one game, I think like that.
Oh, they did send him down, did they?
I think it was one game, and he elected to do that. And there's a couple ways of looking at that, but that kind of adds to what we were saying. Like, if you look at it like, I should be down in the D League, like, should that be where you're thinking? You think, or should you be like,
No, I think
working
it's
your butt off
a
in
conditioning
practice?
thing, though. I think it's because
Practice?
you see it in hockey too. Like Jonathan Burney did the same thing, and I don't think he had any complaints about it because I think as a goalie his confidence was shattered to start the season.
We talking about practice.
He like his confidence was shattered to start the season. He didn't have a win the whole year.
Yeah.
The entire year.
How is he doing now?
He's doing great now.
Yeah.
But they sent him down to the AHL and he got a couple shutouts. He did well. It's like building blocks, right? And then comes back and he's been phenomenal. He's been great in that for the Leafs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you see the same thing too, Mitch. You'll notice Jonathan Drouin. It's like honestly maybe the opposite side of the spectrum
Yeah.
because he's requested a trade at Tampa, and that's a big deal. This guy is supposed to be their future
Man,
star.
if I'm Eiserman right now, I'm
livid.
I'm nervous because
Yeah. What's between Stamkos and Drouin?
if that falls apart, he ruins that team because he already started with the Marty St. Louis thing and that.
If I'm Eiserman, you pretty much tell Drouin to suck it up because you're 20 years old.
Yeah, no, Druin doesn't really have.
He doesn't have any leverage or anything.
It makes for really interesting hockey. Like I love to see where he goes.
Because they have no control over Stamkos. If he wants to leave, he's going to leave.
Yeah.
Right? But they do have control over Drouin. And the guy he's played one season. And he hasn't even put up really impressive numbers.
What was the reason behind the? Well, now he's saying he wanted to request a trade back in November, but is it just because he's not getting the position or the time he wants?
Yeah, he's not getting the ice time or anything. I don't think he has the coach's trust.
Yeah.
But if you've seen the games, he's there's sparks of like just creative genius.
There's sparks.
And then there's just defensive gaps.
Yeah.
Really bad ones. That's what it is.
We are halfway through the show right now. Gonna leave you again with a bit of tunes, and we'll talk more hockey. We'll talk some World Juniors,
I'm excited. Yeah.
and we're gonna talk some All-Star hockey. Be back with you in a moment, folks.
Travel into the future.
You're listening to the Clubhouse.
This is your opportunity to be an armchair quarterback.
Yeah, you want to tell us about some breaking news there, man?
They just ignored me. Why, thank you, Alex.
I like how he looked at you and then just looked away.
He made eye contact and then just ignored me completely.
Just you wait for the video portion to come out. It's gonna be a party.
Okay, so hockey. We got some trades. We got breaking news.
This
trades.
is why we brought Mitch in the studio, because he
This is
breaks
perfect.
sweet stories
He
like
breaks
this.
news.
Hockey Insider.
Bob McKenzie of Newfoundland.
Yeah. Mitchell Nato on the sports desk, heading it over to. Hang on, I'll get the sound effect for you.
Wait for me. Wait.
Just give
I'm
me
almost there. I'm almost ready.
You know what? I can't find it. Just go ahead.
So,
Oh, I got it.
breaking news. What do we got?
What do you got for us, Mitchell?
The Philadelphia Flyers trade Vinny Lecavalier, Luke Shen to LA for Jordan Wheel and a third-round pick. Hooray!
Who's Jordan Wheel?
I don't know. He must be an AHLer.
Chef Curry with the pot, boy.
He's definitely no Steph Curry.
Could be if he wanted to be.
He could.
For all we know.
For all we know.
He gets buckets on the ice.
Usually there'd be hype
That's
around
probably why.
prospects like that.
That's why he's not such a good player. He's trying to get buckets the whole time.
Yeah. You can't touch the puck.
You can't do that.
Put the puck down.
Put
Puck
the
over
puck-
glass.
Puck over glass.
Also,
How do you feel about the trade, boys? But after your next,
Mike Richards is signed with the Capitals for 1 year.
Oh man, this is a weird night. Yeah.
Yeah. This is really weird.
What is the trade
weird
deadline
and
tomorrow? or
fun
something?
and
don't-
educational.
The trade is really weird because I don't understand what Philly gets out of it unless they're trying to make another move.
I think they're trying to just clear cap space.
Maybe.
That's an expensive Like, how many years do they have left on both their contracts?
I don't know.
But they both have hefty contracts.
I read that they're retaining like 50% of both guys' contracts too. So.
Just they're retaining $5 million in cap space. Because I know that Luke Shen gets paid somewhere between $4 and $5 million. I know LeCavalier gets paid $5 million.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of cha-ching.
So if they're retaining half of it, like, it's about $5 million.
It's kind of scary though, because I know Luke Shen and LeCavalier have been living up to what Philly wants them to be, but LA, that adds a lot of depth to a team that's already doing really well.
Yeah.
So they're owning the Pacific Division because every other team behind them is struggling.
It's crazy because out of like LA needed any more players with that kind of pedigree, because these players, like, with the depth, like you're saying, like LeCavalier is a former, I don't think he won a Hart Trophy, but he's a former Art Ross winner.
Yeah.
He's led the league in scoring before. Like, he's got scoring potential. He's a bit older now, like he's on a decline, but he's still going to contribute, especially on a third line.
Was it Luke Shen or Braden Shen that they traded? Luke? Okay.
Luke.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make sense to trade Braden Shen.
No, it wouldn't. Yeah, that would have to be a better deal, I think, if Braden was involved.
Just for him to go back to LA.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Right.
It's funny how LA had one Shen brother, now they have the other.
Seems like Philly and LA like dealing with each other a lot, hey?
Yeah.
Just be a comfort thing there. But yeah, no, that's a weird deal. I don't know.
I think, honestly, this could be them trying to clear cap space. Maybe for Stamkos.
Yeah.
You think about it.
Oh man, yeah, that would be.
There's a topic I want to talk about a little bit.
The closer we get to the summer, the more chance there is that Stamkos is actually going to go to free agency.
It's a big deal.
I think he will. Yeah, that'd be a huge deal. That would be the biggest free agent in man since I don't know when.
Do you know a fact? Here's a fact for you. Stamkos has only ever favorited one tweet, and it is a TSN article that mentioned him saying or about his prospects joining Toronto.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's the only tweet he favorited.
I think he
now,
came out.
Draw with that what you will.
And then he unfavorited it
afterwards.
Yeah.
I think he said it was a mistake or something.
Oh
yeah. I don't.
Mistake.
Right.
Air quotations that you can't see.
He's like looking over, like, and then he touches it by accident.
What it was?
His press person's like, Steven, stop it.
What it was a message.
Steven, stop it.
Just slap the phone out of his hand. Just stop it.
Where is he going? Where do you think
Toronto.
he's going?
Yeah, I really think he's going to Toronto.
I think he's actually going to Toronto.
That's why you're so happy lately.
Oh,
you just kind
not
of
even more than that. Did you watch the World Juniors?
Toronto
prospects look wonderful.
Yeah. There's lots of news about. There's lots of.
Except for Nylander, he's dead now.
Nylander is dead.
No, he'll be fine.
What was the prognosis on that?
Oh, I think he's got a mild concussion because they kept him there, and they were hoping to have him back for after the preliminary round, like after the round robin and the group play. They wanted to have him back for the actual tournament, but he wasn't well enough.
Oh, he didn't play a single actual.
He only played the first game of the tournament.
Oh, okay. Oh,
he got a couple of points the first game of the tournament.
Yeah.
I feel like the whole tournament would have been different too if William Nylander was playing it.
Probably.
Because his brother looked really good.
Yeah.
And William, like the older Nylander, so I think he's a better player.
Definitely.
So, that's crazy.
You know what's coming up? You know what's coming up?
What's up?
NHL All-Stars is coming up. Was it today that they released the images of the jerseys?
Yeah.
I like them.
We have a picture here in studio that you can't see because this is a radio show.
There's yellow on it.
Well, listen. You can see it if you follow us on Twitter at Clubhouse CHMR.
Plug.
I'm going to tweet that out right now for you. What do you think about those jerseys, guys?
They're pretty nice.
They're simple.
Yeah, they're simple. That's the best way to put it. Better than last year's, the Xbox or Monster Energy, whatever way you want to put it.
I don't know if you guys ever seen anything with like esports with like, League of Legends and all that kind of stuff, StarCraft. They look like gamer jerseys. Like, you know what I mean? Like Mountain Dew and all that kind of stuff. That's what it looks like. It looks like a sponsored gamer jersey.
You know what I think that was, too? I think that was an NHL test to see... Because, was there any advertisements on the jerseys?
No.
Okay, never mind.
It was just really poorly designed.
It just looked like a video game.
Yeah.
It looked like Xbox.
Like Mitch said, it looked like an energy drink.
Yeah.
Sponsored the tournament or something.
It was weird. It was so hard to look at.
It hurt my eyes.
It was cringeworthy.
So these are different these are definitely a step in the other direction. It's nice, but like you said, it's simple.
Mm-hmm. That's what I like about it.
If you're all interested in the jersey, I just had a little retweet there on the Twitter page, so you can look that up. There is 2 of them, not 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought a lot of people are saying, why isn't there 4? Because they're doing the 4.
I was gonna say that too. I'm actually excited for that
Because they can't afford it.
I think that's gonna be so much better for the sport for the All Star than it is the All Star game. Like no hitting. Like it's just there for because they're not gonna take any chances, right? But the 3-on-3 is a lot cooler.
Yeah.
And having like little 3-on-3 teams is gonna be insane.
I dig the 3-on-3.
I think they're gonna have a 3-on-3 tournament.
But what is it about the 3-on-3 that provides this whole thing of more exciting hockey? Is it just where people don't know how to play it as well?
It's
like, do you
open
think,
ice.
or it's more spacing?
More
I guess.
space to
just
play. So
open.
and it's crazy if you've watched like teams play 3-on-3 in the overtime. Like it's all about puck possession.
Yeah.
They try to maintain the puck and just pass it back,
Right.
and then make a rush and then pass it back if they don't find an opening as long as possible.
It's managing his space like a soccer pitch, like
It's
you know,
crazy,
like
yeah, you
booting
gotta-
the ball over to
you
a
gotta
different area
manage.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, because it's so easy to get caught on a 2-on-1.
Mm-hmm. That's
It's really entertaining. I like it a lot more. It's a lot better than a shootout.
I remember when they first were talking about implementing the 3-on-3, there was a lot of players. It was almost half and half, and the ones that hated it really hated it.
It's really
Yeah.
funny
Because they're like, this isn't hockey. This
because
isn't
didn't
NHL hockey.
Carlson say he
Yeah,
didn't like it? Which
Carlson-
is funny because you think that he would thrive.
Well, I felt like he started saying he hated it when Ottawa and him were struggling in the 3-on-3.
Right.
and now
And now he's doing fine, and he's
I love it
up.
now.
Yeah, and I haven't heard him say anything
Yeah,
about
it's like
it,
nothing to
so-
say about it because he's worked out the kinks.
Yeah.
here's a nice little tidbit. John Scott, All-Star captain.
The myth, the legend.
The
The man,
myth.
the myth, the legend. What is he, like 6'8"?
The myth.
Oh my god.
Wasn't it John Scott that he fell victim to Phil Kessel's lightsaber?
Yeah. That was Buffalo, Toronto a few seasons ago, preseason.
Preseason game.
John Scott went after Phil Kessel on a face-off,
Yeah.
and Kessel didn't want anything to do with this. He
Started
just
hacking his ankles
away
with
with
a stick.
him. With his stick.
That's suspended.
The
like a-
lightsaber. That's
But
fantastic.
yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
John Scott was named the captain of the Pacific Division, I believe, because he's technically Coyotes. But this is a guy who gets scratched on the norm. Actually, you know what? This is a guy who somehow has managed to stick around the NHL and probably shouldn't be there.
It's just.
This is NHL fans trolling the NHL at its...
You think?
Oh,
Definitely.
hardcore.
Yeah.
This is all just NHL fans trolling the NHL as hard as they could.
It's like all the Yager stuff.
Here's a
going on now.
comparison. He's a captain. He's a captain of the Pacific Division.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a comparison of the other captains. Alex Ovechkin, Patrick Kane, and Jaromir Jagr. These are all future Hall of Famers, and one a living legend in himself in Jagr. And then you got John Scott.
Has John Scott even won a Stanley Cup?
I don't even know if John Scott has shot a puck.
Or John Scott?
And I think he has... I don't even know how many points he has.
Not many. But
14, 15 points? And he's been around the league for a little bit.
he sticks around too because I think he doesn't just play one position.
No, yeah, I
He
think
plays
they
defense
throw
and
him
forward.
up
They throw him
around.
He
Yeah.
can jump around the lineup. I think he's defensively sound. That's why.
I think the coach likes to have him was like, we need to put the fear of God
Yeah.
into someone.
Here comes
He's a scary guy.
John.
Here comes John Scott.
But it's gonna be interesting because he's not a strong skater at all.
Oh, his team's not going to do that well on the 3-on-3.
If I'm on his team, I just say, go to the net, John. I'm setting you up, just whack away.
Yeah.
And I try to make the best of it and see we're gonna get you the most goals and the most points we can in this tournament, just to shove it in everyone's face.
Now my favorite.
Wouldn't it be better, or wouldn't it be just amazing if he was the captain during the era of their or during last year's Monster Energy drink jerseys and everything, just so it could be a complete farce.
Yeah.
Like, this year, you know what's funny this year? Actually, or were you going to say what I'm going to say?
Oh no, they're just trying to I think they're just trying to reinvent the All-Star game because they know it doesn't really work for real fans.
It doesn't work in any sport.
Oh no, the only ones that really like it it's kids.
Mm-hmm.
Kids enjoy it because it's all the stars.
Yeah.
They go to see it. They want to watch it on TV because they see all the stars, all the best players.
I used to like it when I was younger. Now
Yeah,
it's
exactly,
just the most
yeah.
boring
but
thing
now
in the world.
it's not a good hockey game at all.
Look no further. The Houston Rockets organization. Do you know what their marketing strategy for getting Dwight and Harden into the All-Star game?
What?
Have Instagram posts of them with puppies.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That's it.
That's what that's about.
That's it. That's all it is.
People love puppies.
I remember I first saw that I was watching a Rockets game and they were showing the Titantron or Jumbotron feed, and it was just James Harden sitting, and it was a Kanye West video. What's the song called? Power? Like
Yeah,
zooming out.
right.
And it's a bunch of puppies on his lap. I was like, what is this? Like a shelter commercial for the for Houston or something like that? No, it's their All-Star marketing campaign because it said NBA vote Harden, NBA vote Dwight.
You might enjoy this. Have you been following NCAA? The NCAA basketball?
Jamal Murray.
Yeah, and did you see the game with was LSU? They were playing. It was Simmons. Is it Simmons his name?
Yeah, the Australian guy?
He looks amazing.
Yeah, he does.
He's gonna be a star.
And
he's insane.
And that was against Kentucky, I think.
Yeah.
With Jamal Murray, and Jamal Murray is Canadian, and he's going to be.
They both had good games, but
Simmons is
he's
beast
gonna
too.
be a star, man.
Simmons the number 1 ranking right now, or what?
That's what it looks
He
like.
looks
yeah.
like it. I watched a bit of the game. Like it was insane.
Oh yeah, that
pretty
was
good.
on the other night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause that was the 2 names everyone just kept talking about.
Yeah. It was a big collision.
Yeah.
Unstoppable force and move ball.
And if you look up that game, there's definitely the highlight of the game. There was a half-court alley-oop, and it was a jam.
It was him too, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
It was him, and he slammed it down.
And there was also a putback too. I think he
Yeah.
got that putback, like bounced off the rim, and just
yeah,
crowd erupted.
yeah.
And both of those guys are looking awesome right now, and I love that. I love that they got another Canadian guy like just right on top of the ranks.
Where do you think they're gonna go?
Who?
Both of them. The draft. Where do you think they're gonna go? Who do you
Well,
see?
considering the
Who do you see?
bad teams right now,
Yeah. Do you think the
Simmons-
Rockets?
Well, if you were to, no, the Rockets are middle of the pack.
Can the Rockets slide down and just pick up an all-star, a
Uh,
future perennial all-star to play with James Harden?
see,
and
it's
Dwight
like
Howard?
Harden gets so much crap for like motivation stuff, and Dwight does too.
Yeah.
And like, it's like. It's almost like they want to win, but they don't want to put in the work this year. Because last year they obviously put on the work if you go all the way to the Western Conference.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, it's possible that they could just say, you know what, we just want more talent.
Imagine.
But they don't have the space. I don't think
No.
Dwight's contract is huge, and he might leave. he might go to free agency. I don't know how I feel about that yet. That keeps going over in my head. But, yeah, look no further. That was the All-Star situation with the puppies.
Yeah, it's cool stuff though.
We need to get more. We need to get more puppies in the NHL.
Yes. Did you catch any of the junior games at all? World Juniors? Did you catch the fun? Like,
me?
Yeah. Did you catch the final game?
I have none.
The gold medal game was insane.
Yeah, it was a great game.
It was a great game, and like it's classic juniors. I don't know why it's always this tournament that never fails to put like a buzzer beater goal and a big comeback. Like both teams came back in that game.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Like the Russians were up 2-1 in the game, and the Finns scored 2 goals to come back, and the Russians scored a goal, and like they scored their last goal with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, like 6.4 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, to send it to overtime, and in overtime, yes, Maple Leafs prospect Kasperi Kapanen with a wicked effort to score all by himself, wraparound goal.
This is the Clubhouse on CHMR. You can follow us on Twitter at Clubhouse CHMR. I got one more topic that I want to talk about.
Okay.
Sidney Crosby is not in the All-Star roster. I don't think.
Yeah.
He
he's
hasn't
not.
really done anything this year to put him there.
He's only heating up now.
It's just kind of funny
It's a
to
little
think
late.
about, because like he's one of those guys like you talk basketball. Well, people probably say LeBron James before they say Steph Curry, right? I mean,
Yeah.
like
Here's for motivation, right? Here's for motivation. You tell Sid, John Scott's.
exactly right.
You're not, and John Scott.
Sid, we have cool jerseys this year.
Yeah.
Who needs Crosby when you got John Scott though?
Right?
Do you know that he's missed 10 out of the 11 All-Star games he was elected to?
Who?
Oh wait, no, is that a real stat? Yeah, I think it is.
He doesn't go to a lot of them.
Say he's missed them?
He's missed
Actually,
a lot of
yeah,
them.
he has
He
missed
usually
a lot.
misses them due to injury and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like
And
he's always hurt.
He was also playing in. He was playing in what was it? The Olympics?
Yeah.
Was the Olympics during that?
No, they don't do All-Star games during the Olympics.
Okay, well there you go. 10 out of 11 though. That's the funny thing though. He's never. He's one of the guys that's the face of hockey. There's more air quotes for you, and he's not in. He's never shows up. It just shows, man. Like, what is the point of these All-Star
This season's changed it to me.
situations.
This season's changed it to me. I don't even think that Sidney Crosby's the face of hockey anymore.
No, he's not.
Like, he's fallen off so much. And I think that players understood how... Like, he has a certain aspect to his game, like the way that he plays. And I think it's being contained now. And teams have learned how to play against Sid and to defend against him.
Now he's starting to heat up a little bit now. He's looking good.
Yeah, because he scored six goals in his last 6 games.
Yeah.
And he's on a 4-game...
Well, they should be scoring.
Yeah.
Look at that team. Evgeny Malkin, Phil Kessel.
I want to play you. See if I can get that classic Phil clip
Sid,
up before
Letang.
we leave.
They should be scoring on every power play.
It's been a year since Carlisle left, and here's a classic Phil Kessel clip to close out.
Yeah.
Well, there's been suggestions with the new organization. You're a difficult guy to coach. Is there anything to that?
I don't think so. That's a weird question for you to ask. So on a day like that, your coach.
You're the best player on the team, and if the coach has got fired.
You think it's my fault? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying
Is that what you're
people
saying?
Saying that you're difficult to coach.
Is that what you're saying?
I'm
okay.
asking you a question. Are you difficult to coach? Do you think?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I play. Hey.
Thanks, Bill.
This guy's such an idiot here. He's always been like this here.
No, it's not me saying stuff.
Yeah.
How many bad articles have you? I don't see any of these other guys disrespecting the players like you are. Yeah. You know what? I've never seen someone disrespect players in this organization. Not me.
But the point is, aren't you glad to be out of that era, Josh?
It was toxic. Like, he's a great player. Phil Kessel's a great player. He's got loads of talent, but it's an attitude thing. It is an attitude thing. And yes, like the media, they in Toronto especially do pick at players, but you got to have that kind of mentality.
Yeah, you
to
do.
just tune it out.
And man, he's so easy to poke fun at.
Well,
Like if other players would have different approaches to it, of like firing back and stuff like that.
Exactly.
But I think we're out of time there now, guys.
We're getting there now.
Thanks for Mitch for joining us.
My pleasure.
It's fine. If you don't already, follow us on Twitter at Clubhouse CHMR, and we'll see you next week.
We'll leave you with some Yukon Blonde.
Bingo game is ready to roll. Take me to the net.